And we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode or another session or another meeting of us, of our multilingual live. Today, since I think all this month, especially if you are in a part of the world where we celebrate Valentine's Day, it's all about love and hearts and bubble bath and nice things. But today I wanted to talk a bit about self-love, especially since usually, and today is one of those days where you have all women here, busy moms, working for time, having businesses, and wanted to talk about what self-love means. And actually my title is like that self-love isn't a spa day, right? It's more than that. So we'll talk about that today. But before we talk about that, let's see who these ladies are. And I'll start. I'm Dana. I'm coming live from Ontario, Canada. I've been living here for over 20 years with my family. Originally, I'm from Romania. Bună ziua, bună seara, dragi români. Și dacă sunteți aici la această emisiune în engleză, vă invit să stați până la sfârșit. Vom vorbi despre această afacere, dar puteți veni și mâine la emisiunea în română. So, yeah, from Romania originally, but now all Canadian here, still working as a full-time on IT. I'm a director managing many IT projects and global teams, but also I'm managing my own side hustle, my own digital business for the past 2 years. So this is what we'll talk mostly today about, how we manage, life, busy life, and the digital business. Kim, good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning, Dana. Good morning, ladies. Good afternoon, evening from wherever you are. For whoever doesn't know me, my name is Kim, and I'm originally from Vietnam. Currently living in Ontario, Canada for over 40 years now with my husband and my daughter. I'm an IT professional full-time, but I'm also doing this side hustle part-time, so eventually to retire early in the next few years. Hello mọi người, mình tên là Kim và mình đang sinh sống ở Canada cùng chồng và một cô con gái. Mình đang làm công việc IT, nhưng mà bây giờ mình cũng đang sở hữu một cái kinh doanh số cho riêng bản thân mình và cho gia đình của mình. Thank you very much. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Kim. And Sita, good afternoon. Good to see you. Oh, you're on mute.
I didn't realize I'm muted. Okay, sorry, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you might be watching us from. Thank you so much, ladies. I'm so happy to be with you on this platform. My name is Sita. I am a mom. I'm a nun as well. I'm a nurse by profession. I live in the UK with my family, originally from Zimbabwe, from Bulawayo to be precise. As we all know, we came to these foreign lands to find greener pastures, and this is where I am. Salvonani linjani lapho elingabe lisibukele khona. Mina ngusithabile, ngingumama, ngugogo njalo, ngingunurse by profession and also a line business owner. Njengoba lisazi sonke nizabuya lapha emazweni sizodinga impilo engcono, so kathesi ngikhuluma ngilapha online kule e-business. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you. Sita, Bentika, good morning.
Good morning and hello everyone, and thank you for watching us, whoever watching live or maybe in future you will catch up with the replay. So my name is Abantika. I'm originally from India, Kolkata, but I live in Toronto, Canada for almost 19 years now. I live here with my family. So I'm a full-time professional. I work with the government, but at the same time, I'm also running this online digital business, and I'm so glad to be a part of this amazing community. We are going to talk about more detail. If anybody is interested, you can, get in touch with any of us. And in my own language, Namaskar, Amar Naam Abuntika, Ami কলকাতা থেকে ইন্ডিয়া থেকে এসেছি, কিন্তু আমি এখানে টরন্টো কানাডাতে আমার পরিবারের সাথে থাকি। আমি এখানে সরকারের সাথে ফুল টাইম কাজ করি, কিন্তু তার সাথে আমি আমার এই অনলাইন ডিজিটাল বিজনেসটা করছি। আপনারাও কেউ যদি আপনাদের ফুল টাইম কাজের সাথে কোনো সাইড হ্যাসেল এগুলো কাজ করতে চান, তাহলে বা এরকম কিছু শুরু করতে চান, বা যদি কেউ এই ব্যাপারে কিউরিয়াস থাকেন, আমার সাথে যোগাযোগ করতে পারেন। থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ, টেনা। ব্যাক টু ইউ।
Thank you, Avantika. And from frozen Canada, we go to somewhere where I hear it's so hot and people complain, and we'll take it. Mads, good afternoon, good evening, I guess.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. So, again, if this is your first time seeing me after a while, so I am Mads, a Filipina and a proud digital business owner, a OFW who lives in the Middle East, Qatar, with my family for over 2 decades. So magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Kung ngayon niyo pa lang po ako nakita, ako po si Mads, isang proud digital business owner at nakabase po ako ngayon dito sa gitnang silangan sa bansang Middle East kasama ang aking mga magulang na naninirahan na rito ng mahigit 2 dekada. Magkakaiba man po ang aming background pero iisa lang ang aming vision, and it is to guide and inspire more people at pwedeng-pwede mo rin gawin para mag-grow sa digital space. So kahit busy or kahit nasa ibang bansa ka katulad namin, or kahit simpleng tao ka lang, kung ikaw naghahanap ka ng signs or inspiration para magsimula, eto na yun. So, sama ka sa kwentuhan. Thank you, Dada.
Thank you, Mads. And I think it's about same temperature. Hey, Matthew, 2 weeks ago I was in Arizona. I love the weather. It was so freezing, and apparently it was cold for Arizona. I loved it for hiking.
Thank you, Dana. So good morning. Happy Saturday to everyone. Thank you for having me here again in a multilingual stream. I'm honored to be here. My name is Mafe, originally from Philippines, Iloilo, Philippines, Ilongga po ako. And I've been living here in Arizona for gonna be 10 years already. I'm married. I have a stepson. And I'm working full-time. At the same time, I'm proud digital entrepreneur. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat sa kung saang dakong mundo mo kayo ngayon. I know in the other country, gabi na po sa inyo. And listen po sa aming mga, to inspire you for being a digital entrepreneur. Hindi po kami overnight success. Ito po ay overtime. So just listen and be inspired. Thank you, Dana.
Thank you, Mafe. And Miss Rita, every time I keep saying it's warm in Spain, and you are saying it's not that warm. So I don't know. Good afternoon. Good to see you.
Thank you, ma'am. It's not that warm. It's because I'm at home. That is why. You can see my sleeve. It's very long. So it's not that warm. Well, thank you so much for always having me, Miss Dana. It's always a pleasure. Look at my face. I'm so happy being here all the time. Seeing these beautiful business partners that you welcoming me into your live stream. It's a great honor to me. So to those that do not know me, my name is Rita. I'm a mom to a beautiful daughter, a Nigerian from Benin City, Edo State. Both I'm based in Spain. I'm a telephone banking agent and a proud online business owner. Buenas tardes, buenos días, buenas noches. De donde nos estén viendo, pues me llamo Rita, soy nigeriana. Llevo bastantes años en España y soy una agente telefónica para Banco Santander. Estamos aquí para ofreceros una gran oportunidad de cómo tenéis que cambiar vuestra situación financiera. Pues no os vayáis, que estamos aquí. Oba vambo we obota obota eken wariria jami no biaye ne khre no kwa. Mabere diane o wa make na wege a business na how our total our owe mabere diana ni ma make na kwa wege wa seti ku go no digba with internet. That's it from me. Thank you so much, Miss Dana. Back to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Rita. And last but not least, Miss Vida, glad you join us. Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Dana, and good morning, everyone, and happy Saturday. If this is the first time of seeing me, my name is Vida. I'm original from Ghana. I'm a nurse by profession, a mother of three, and proud digital business owner. Me and my daughter, baby, I would see me. Me didn't divide. I'm free Ghana. Say me waha US. Me remember me couldn't be son waha. But I'm a digital business owner. Oshi shebi be set on fankan wa juma mpacha braha ne bekaya ho. That was nyami shra and come. Back to you, Miss Dana.
Thank you, Vaida, and thank you everyone for being here this morning. For those of you watching us, definitely put in the comments where you are watching us from. As you can see, we are a global community. We are coming live from different parts of the world, and we know we are reaching you live on different parts of the world. So regardless if you watch us live or recording, put in the comments where you are watching us from. We'd like to see which may be new place we didn't reach before. So before we go into talking about self-love, a nice theme today, I think, let's talk a bit about what this online business is about, because you heard all of us, we have other, things we do, still have our jobs, but also we are having our own online businesses. So what it is, what do we do with this business? What we do, we help people launch their own online businesses, because we have this proven system that's designed to work for anyone, regardless where you live, what's your age, what's your skill set, right? We are helped when we started, and we are here to give it back and to help others, because this business changed our lives. We'll talk more about today on how maybe that changed our lives, and we are here to inspire and to empower you, to show you that you can do it. So if you are watching us, it's not by mistake, it's not an accident, you are here for the reason. So stay with us, and we'll talk more about the business. What it is, it's like an online franchise, right? We provide you everything. We means the system, right? It gives you the trainings, the tools, and the support. So you'll get your own mentor, you'll get your own personal coach that will guide you through this whole process. And of course, you get to be part of this amazing community, as you can see here, that, supportive women and men, that are doing the same business, are on the same path as you are. So they will be there to inspire and, celebrate with you, or maybe help you when you get stuck. But while you are part of this amazing community, you are never alone. It's still, you maintain full control. It's your own business. It's not like you take, small pieces of a big business. No, each of us have our independent businesses, depends on which part of the world you live, you register in your country, you get to do your taxes, which are coming soon here in Canada. So yes, you are your own boss. You decide how much time, money, energy you invest in your business, right? The platform gives you the automation, gives you amazing marketing training, mindset training, and access to some high quality products, right? Because we are like in an affiliate marketing business, but will not be here. You'll not hear us promoting really the products, because the business model is the one who's driving, who's changing lives. The products are there to support and to, that's how you make the money. There is no selling or inventory involved, right? So that's why you can run the business from anywhere. It's just on social media, as long as you have that internet connection and the phone or the laptop, you can run the business. Many of us are coming here every weekend. You see, we are real people. So it's a legit business. It's a, powerful business. And we have hundreds of people joining every week. So there is no accident that the community grew to, I don't even know, 260,000. What's at the last count? It's only our group that we have a big group where we get, to have weekly masterminds, and especially, of course, inside that big group, you get smaller groups, so you can find people just like you, right? Like your age, maybe your location. So you can get to have a smaller community in this big, amazing community. We are all real people trying to juggle different things in life. And we are here to share with you how we are doing and inspire you. So hopefully that helps a bit about the business. And as I mentioned, today we'll talk about, self-love, because it's February, right? And everyone is talking about different ways of showing the love. And I think especially for busy mom, self-love, sometimes, yes, you need that, maybe box of chocolate and the flowers and the self-bubble or the bubble bath. But sometimes it's more than that. And I think we are here, the woman here choose something different to show their self-love, right? So let me ask you, when was the last time you did something that for yourself, but that supported your future, not just help you survive the week, right? Because the bubble bath, yeah, it's good. It will relax you to the moment. But then once you get out, the stress is back. Right? It helps the moment. So think about self-love and something that you can do that will support maybe your future. And that's all we'll talk today, I guess, more about. So Kim, let's start with you. Have you refined how you think of self-love after you started your business journey? Did something change?
Yeah, a lot of things changed, of course. When I started my business journey, it was completely, I have to completely redefine what is self love. Um, Before, I thought self love was just meant to be, I'm just resting when everything was done. I was a workaholic, so I work all the time. I work as much as I can and just prioritize others first and then myself last, right? But now, since I joined the business, I have changed. Like I switched the way how I think and the way how I do things. So now I listen more to my, body. I say no when I need to say no. I rest when I'm tired, even during the day when I have to work. And then, by noon time, if I feel tired, I just go and have a power nap. So yeah, so no one is controlling me anymore. So I control myself. I self love. I practice the self love on myself, and I most importantly is I focus on my health. So really, this business journey taught me that, taking care of myself isn't really selfish. It's more of a necessity, right? And when I feel well, I show up better as a wife, I show up better as a mom, and I'm a better mentor and help others, people out there who need help to have a better life. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you. So well said, right? It's definitely not selfish because everyone around you will benefit from you being, the best version of yourself that you can in the moment. And definitely once you start a business or, you realize that, yeah, you need the rest, but maybe you need something more than that, right? And you don't like the real self-love, I think, is not taking just a break from life, right? Like close everything, I need a break. It's maybe building a life that doesn't require for you to escape from it, to hide from it, right? So building a life that you don't feel like, hey, I need to be rescued. Yeah, you can still rest, you can still enjoy it, but maybe you can enjoy it all the time, not only like, oh, I had enough right now. And Sita, maybe as a nurse, you can talk with us more about the benefits of rest. But when did you realize that rest alone is not enough, and you maybe wanted something more than that?
Thank you so much, Dana. I realized this when I was feeling tired of being tired. There came a moment when I realized that even when I was asleep or even on holiday, and even taking a break didn't fix how I felt. Many holidays were like an escape from the lifestyle that I lived rather than an enjoyment or a rest with my family, because even when I was on holiday, I was feeling guilty that the bills kept coming in. They need to be paid. When I'm off, I needed to be at work to catch up with the hours and pay everything that needed to be paid, feeling guilty all the time. And I was so tired. I was so tired of staying stuck, but not even thinking of what can I do that is beside nursing. Because every time when I'm at work doing my normal hours, when I'm off, I'm thinking of getting even more hours. That was my life. And being away is just a rest, but my mind wasn't resting because it was so tired of repeating the same cycles, tired of knowing that I was capable of doing more, but not living the life that I wanted as yet. And that's when I started to understand that I really needed a rest. I needed a mindset shift, something that is different, something that will make me realize that this is me. I am enjoying my life. Even when I'm away, I'm not feeling guilty. that's when I found this business. And now when I'm on holiday, my mind is so rest assured. I'm not even feeling guilty. I'm so relaxing and excited to be living the life that I live now with this business. So this is what has made me realize that, having something as a backup plan for my retirement plan, this is where I am now. This is the business that has made that difference, that has put it in place. So now I am so pleased that even when I retire, I'm no longer worried that, I have to be thinking about clocking the hours or looking for work somewhere else. Thank you so much. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Sita. Yes, self-life is not a luxury, right? It's a responsibility to ourselves, to our family, to our future. So once you start thinking like that and to start, then I think it's not easier, but at least you have a plan, you have a destination, you have something to work towards, and then slowly, day by day, you live that life that you don't really need to run from. But it's not easy, and it requires to put up some boundaries. So maybe Abantika, talk with us about what boundaries you have to learn to set for yourself.
Yeah, that's a very good question, Dana. And I must say, after joining this business, I learned that how to set the boundaries, not being everything to everyone, not really being available all the time for everything. Truly said, initially, even before I start this business, I always used to felt guilty that how can I say no to something when somebody is expecting me to be a part of that, right? But after joining this business, I learned that I need to set my priorities, right? And that's, as you said, that it's not a selfish act. We also have to take care of our own mental well-being for our personal self-growth. And that's the reason I learned that how to set the boundaries for myself. So that's one of the takeaway, I would say through this online business community, which, learned me how to do that. And truly said that this is also true that I'm here to help, right? So that's why I will be more than happy to assist somebody if they have any question. I'm definitely available for them, but still you cannot really be available all the time. So that's why you really have to set your own routine, because we also have to take care of I also have to take care of my own self-care and myself. I need to prioritize all other things which we are juggling in our life. So yeah, so that's the best thing what I learned, that how to set the boundaries for myself. Thank you, Dana. Back to you.
Thank you, Bantika. Oh yes, as a woman, I think in general, but then once you have kids, it becomes, even more like you do everything for everyone else. You put everyone else first, and you are somewhere in the list. But do you have time to get to you on that list every day? Most of us don't have, right? Because you are either too tired, too busy. You have way too many things, and then when you finally get to you there, you know what? You feel guilty. And what's happening? Those around you make you feel guilty sometimes. It's like, oh, you said no to us, or hey, you want to do this and you don't take the kids with you. Like, oh, you go there and you don't take your mom with you, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think we can blame them. It's naturally, especially if you train them to be like that. For years, you did everything for them. Suddenly, you want something for yourself, and then it's like, hey, no, why you do that? They make you feel guilty. So it's not easy to start setting those boundaries without feeling guilty, especially for years, for a long time, you did it like that. But we have to do it for us and for them also, especially for them, I think, because as you grow older, if you don't set those boundaries earlier, then it's getting harder and harder, and you don't have the same energy, you don't have the same power, and that when you are younger. So I think it's very important to realize that, and the earlier you do it, the better. But and I hear that a lot, right? Like woman complaining about the husband is doing this. It's like, hey, you trained him like that for 20 years. It's your problem. Start when you get married to put some boundaries, because then if you try to do it 20, 30 years later, it's much harder, right? But that's true for everything you do, and especially with a business, right? When you start a business, you want to do everything. No, even for the business, put some boundaries, right? Talk about what to do for the business today, how to incorporate the life that you have, the family into the business, because no, you'll switch it and then you'll spend too much time with the business and then not enough with family, and you know how it is. When you are doing the business, you are thinking of family and feeling guilty. When you are with the family, you are thinking about business and feeling guilty that you are not doing the business. So it's always that thin line of being able to do both without really feeling guilty. And with setting the boundaries, it's very important to help you with that. But Matt, talk with us about the guilt. Did you feel guilty when you first started choosing yourself? And I know you don't have kids, but I assume you have family who'll do that for you, right?
Yes, absolutely. Just like what you were mentioning earlier, I think you're speaking about me. So this question is very personal. So yes, absolutely. Especially at the beginning, the guilt is very real. It feels like you're being selfish, like you're leaving something behind, like you're disappointing people. But the truth, you didn't really abandon anyone. You're just choosing yourself for once, right? So sometimes choosing yourself looks like going home to the Philippines, like what I'm about to do for next month, just to take a pause, to breathe, to reset, and give yourself a proper time out. This is what I've been telling to people because I really need a time out. It's not running away, but it's listening to what your soul needs so you can come back stronger and clearer. Choosing yourself doesn't mean you stop caring about others. It just simply means you don't want to keep giving until nothing is left of you. And when you're whole, you actually have more to give, right? To your family, to your dreams, and to your future. So if you're in that phase that where you feel guilty for choosing yourself, take this as a sign. You're not being selfish. You're just tired, like I am, like every one of us. And rest, growth, and healing are very much allowed. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt. Yes, uh, feeling guilty. And you're so right, right? You cannot pour from an empty cup. So if your cup is empty, everyone around you will suffer from that. So we need that time to refill our cup. And everyone around us, if they love us, if they support us, they'll understand. It may take them a bit to get used with you needing that time, especially if you didn't do it too often. But I think the people around us will understand. It's just sometimes they will understand and you still feel guilty. So that's something we need to work on ourselves, right? Because maybe no one's saying anything. Actually, sometimes they encourage you, go, take time for yourself. And they're like, no, maybe not. I'm still okay. So we still go into that cycle pretending that when we are okay and don't really seeing the need. So it takes a bit of courage to see that and to understand yourself and to understand when you need to say no. Now I need to take some time for myself, right? So and invest in yourself, right? Because that's how it is. You invest time, maybe you invest some energy, maybe you don't take time off to go to a spa, maybe you take time off to go and take a course or go to a gym or buy a membership to, I don't know, some seminars. Like investing in yourself sometimes means growing your skills also. And talking about that, Mafe, I want maybe if you want to share with us how does self-investment change maybe your confidence and how you treat others and how you treat yourself.
Yes, thank you, Dana. This is really a good question for me. To be honest, self investment really changed my confidence because it taught me how to trust myself. Before I found this digital business, I was working full time just trying to get by, always doubting if I was capable of more. As an introvert, I honestly thought confidence just wasn't for me. But because of this opportunity, I started investing in myself. I learned new skills, I grew, and I was surrounded by the right people who believe in me and supported my growth. I didn't become confident overnight, but I became calmer. My mindset changed. I stopped overthinking everything and started trusting that I could figure things out along the way. And that gave me a peace of mind because when you believe in yourself, life feels lighter, right? And a lot less scary. Thank you, Dana.
Oh, thank you, Mafe. Loved it. Yes, that confidence, right? And sometimes maybe that's what we need, right? You feel like you are tired, but you're not tired physically. You are just, tired feeling on that space where you are doubting and you have some fear in your mind. So that confidence will bring you, the clarity, as you said, and that space where you can grow without the guilt, and where you'll feel less maybe stressed and don't feel the need to escape from. uh, so Rita, talk with us about how self-love look like in your daily life right now. I know you are a mom, you still work, you have the business. How does self-love look from you? Do you buy yourself flowers or send you to the spa?
Oh, what a beautiful question, Miss Dana. Well, how does self-love? Self-love to me now, I see it as a peace. I have that peace of mind right now that, oh, things are going to go fine now since I joined this business. And also, I find myself being sincere to myself all the time. I say, whenever I'm in a situation, I get sincere. Because before, I was always doubting myself, doubting, will this happen? Will this not happen? And also, I never had that peace of mind. Mostly when I'm going through my 9 to 5 job, because I was always afraid what is going to happen if I mistake process like this at my working place. Oh, this is going to cost me something. But later I joined this business, I find peace. I find, just like our beautiful sister said, confidence. I find sincerity. And also, I move closer to God. I appreciate every little beautiful things, because self-love, just like you put it in the title, it's not only about bubble or any other thing. No, self-love is something that has to do with a quality of life. And that is what I'm finding in this business. I find that quality of life, like the confidence that I mentioned, like the peace of mind that I mentioned, like also thanking God for any positivity, any wins, small wins that happen in my life. I'm always appreciating it every time. And of course, why not? Self-love is part of people you move around with. Of course, this community is part of my self-love. So what am I going to say more? Nothing else. So many things, but I will leave it that way. So thank you so much, Miss Dana. Back to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Rita. Oh, I love that. We are part of ourselves. And yes, it is true. I think everyone feels like that, right? And not during this life, but in general, feeling part of a community of supportive women. It's it's part of your self-love. It's part of, your bubble where you can go, you celebrate, you have fun, you complain, maybe you learn, right? Everything that it's part of our daily life. Because as we said, right, the self-love, it's not a luxury, it's a responsibility that each of us have. And it's much easier when you are surrounded to people that are kind of in the same mindset and are there to support your self-love wherever you do, right? And to build that future where you feel supported, you are not exhausted, you don't want to run away from that life, and where your needs matter, you matter, and your life fits on who you are becoming on that future, right? So, Vida, last but not least, let's close with maybe an encouragement or some words to the woman who watches us and feels like it's still selfish to want something for themselves and maybe not include everyone from around them.
Thank you, Miss Dana. I will tell her one thing more does not make you selfish. It make you honest. You have spent years showing up for everyone else. You have pour, sacrifice, and carry responsibilities without complaint. Wanting more time, more peace, and more freedom isn't greedy. It is a sign that something inside you know you where you met for more than survival. Selfishness is taking expenses of others. Wanting more is about expanding your capacity so you can show up healthiness, happiness, and more present for the people you love. When a woman grows, a whole family benefit. You don't need permission to want a life that fits you. Wanting more is often the first step towards healing, alignment, and purpose. That's what I'm going to explain to the woman. So she's not selfish. She has worked all her life. We all work all our life. So when you want more, you are not selfish. We are always crying for our health, our life, our family. When you want more, you just, any woman who want more, you want more for your family. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you, Vaida. Yes. So if you're watching us and you feel like you need a break from your life, right? You are stretched thin, you want something more, then I hope something that we talked today made you think of that, and something maybe resonated with you and shifted inside of you, make you wonder. So don't ignore that thought, right? If you are curious to learn more about this community, about what we do, and what it looks like to invest in yourself and not feeling guilty, to get maybe some support from people around you, then reach out to any of us. Send a message to the person that you are, know on which page you are. Join our free info sessions where you learn more about the business, about the community, about how we support your growth, and ask any questions. We are here to help and to support. And when you choose yourself, remember everyone in your life benefits from it. So with that thought, we'll close for today. Thank you, ladies, for sharing with everyone your self-love. And now go and do a bubble bath and continue growing. Have a good rest of the weekend.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Happy Saturday.